Guys, it's raining again. Merry Christmas. What do you want Santa to bring you for Christmas? How about nice bikini weather? How about that? Jeez. Louise, I can't even believe it. It is raining again. All right, let's get our night underway here. Going to be a little more serious than our usual goofy selves. Make sure we're on live chat here. Sarah Bear, you're first in tonight, babe. How are you? Good to see you. All right, every seventh coffee is free. Let's rage those thumbs up tonight, everybody. Jeannie, how are you, sweetie? Good to see you. You are one beautiful gal. Lawrence, how are you? Margie, Rhonda, Amanda, hello. Alan Gentry, Kimmy, nice to see you tonight. I hope you're well. Ronnie, the chairman of the board, is here. I'm doing good, Kimmy. How are you tonight? Ooh, boy, starting to stay lighter a little later. I like that. Love you, Fire Chick. How are you doing tonight? Busy day for me. Today, it's nice to see Jeannie. Shemut JP, I'm glad to see you tonight. I hope Sig's doing well. I'm gonna have salmon, maple salmon, maple. Hey Sig, how you doing? Salmon. Fuck. Fuck. I can't talk tonight. Sig will tell you it's because I don't have my power lipstick on. He is here. There he is. Good to see you guys. Been enjoying your little shorts there. What the hell's this guy? This guy was punching the door earlier. I don't know what this dude. I went inside. I guess it's okay. Hope everybody's having a good day. You need a beer? Phew, I only drink on Friday and Saturday night. Hey, Jersey Howard, nice of you to give Eric a Jersey. Huh? I can't do anything undercover in secrecy here. I was not real happy today. There was a guy that and hello to you, Jersey Twister. I'd like to support people. Money's not the everything in the world, but it would help a kid like Eric. I wish I could do more, but so we got very dark, threatening skies tonight. Robin Bunny. Oh, thank you, Alex. Good to see you tonight. Wish there was another guy I helped out years ago. I know Sig probably knows him. John Chilliman, 5-6 years ago. I gave him $400 to get the cylinder head replaced on his truck, and he camps a lot out. He's kind of a hermit. He camps a lot out in Arizona and stuff. And he's having trouble getting a spark plug. Hey, Terry. Oh, you're so sweet, honey. He's having trouble getting one of the spark plugs out of his cylinder head, and I had an idea on how to get that spark plug out, because I do a lot of mechanical work. I'm rebuilding the generator right now in the Shine Shack. So I popped over to give the advice, and lo and behold, I'm freaking blocked on the channel, right? And I'm thinking to myself, am I nuts? I'm here typing away, and I'm not even getting the acknowledgement. Hey, Kelly. So I come over to the Rosie Murphy channel. I pop on in, and I'm blocked over here too. So I have no idea. All I tried to do was to be helpful for this guy. And sometimes it's really shocking what goes on YouTube. And let me tell you, that was a lot of money at that time. Because he came out and was on YouTube, and one of the decent things that we did on Boyd, I think some other people sent him money. Yeah, it's not really getting ignored, Robin. It's just like I was blindsided. I didn't expect that. I mean, I haven't chatted in there in a while, but I followed recently, and it just kind of shocked me. So guys, let's get the thumbs up if you're coming in. No good deed goes unpunished. I don't know, Jeannie. I mean, I'm looking at that, and I'm thinking, what did I do? I've never said a negative thing about this. I would hope it's not because I'm transgendered or whatever, and that was just something that it was a passing thing when I could be of help, and now it's not so important to I don't know. You hate to think that, but you never know what people are thinking. I mean, hell, the guy was on my panel in 2015 in the real Boyd days, and the guy had a heart attack during the live stream there, right? And I didn't even notice it, and he just disappeared off camera, and the next thing I know, I don't know if it's petty, Robin. It just some things just shock me. I mean, I wasn't expecting that at all today. So my message of aid and thoughts on freeing up the spark plug and stuff, it never struck home. So I guess it just I just unsubscribed and moved on. What are you going to do? Because I do a lot of I've done a lot of rebuilding for marine engines in Baltimore at the Bethlehem Steel Yard all the way back in during my college days and stuff. So I didn't know. Hey, Amethyst, how are you? Good to see you, sweetie. Yeah, but so all of us, we find out that that's when it's, yeah, no, it surprised me, Jeannie, because we've always been cordial. He always came on my live streams, but I don't know. So, he'll have to figure it out. I guess word will get back to him. So, how you doing, Red Robos? Good to see you tonight. So, guys, I've had, over the last 3 weeks, we've had a bit of a lull, and things haven't been too crazy, but I've had people have asked me to update my economic thinking here and what's going on in the state of the world, and I did. Hey, MR, I did put up just a shorty before I came live, and I really enjoy the short format. I enjoy that on TikTok too. It doesn't take a lot of time. Because over in North Carolina, again, they shot up another power station over there. Okay, we've had this occur in Washington State, and we've had this occur in North Carolina, and this is a whole new wrinkle in what I hope is not a developing, and it just happened today again, and I'm hoping it's not a developing new trend that's coming into force, that we're having more and more vandalism, barbarianism, and thuggery and things like that. So it really made me think that the United States has a lot of enemies, not only external enemies, but also internal malcontents, people that are pissed off. The first I'm hearing, yeah, I did a shorty. I just posted a something from the New York Times on there. They had a little blurb about another North Carolina power station got hit again today. And I got to be honest with you. There's people that are, we have enemies, internal and external, in this nation. And I don't think at this point I think it's domestic terrorism. I think it's something that is a growing trend, because people are perceiving that it's a pinch point, which it is. Because if you think about the power grid in America, which is ancient, it's very easy for one point or one node in that power system, and of course there's some redundancy built in, but it's very easy if you're in a power station to hit that station, maybe open fire with a shotgun or something on a high tension, high voltage line, and that could take 2 or 3 days to repair something like that. In meantime, people are out of commission. Meantime, other knuckleheads get the idea that, this is the new game, and we just continue to accelerate downward as a society here. As there's not enough law enforcement South Seattle, the internet Comcast, I thought they got it. I don't know, Hunted. But I thought today, and then late this afternoon, when I came on the air, the Prime Minister of New Zealand is resigning February 7th. She's not going to stand for election. There's a lot going on under the surface that you're not aware of. New Zealand house prices dropping at the fastest rate the outlook is the worst since the 1970s down there. Just here today, I had people message me, Rosie, I think I'm going to get laid off. I work down in Silicon Valley, and what's the job situation? Hey, Lisa Marie, what's the job situation in the North Bay? I mean, I don't know. To tell you, I like Jacinda, sad to hear. Yeah, I was kind of surprised today, Amanda, because she's young, and you hope that young people take over the reins, but I just wonder if the scope of what's going on or the future is just starting to look a little daunting to people. So I'm just saying, on the basis of that I put out a little shorty today that said, if you have the ability to have and purchase a generator, it may be a smart investment if you can afford it, a 5,000 watt generator, so that you have some standby power. Unfortunately, my carburetor on my power made 2,000. I don't know whether water got into it or it had electrolysis or something. It had some crust built up into it, so I had to spend $80 today, $60 today for a new carburetor to slap on that. That'll be coming. But I feel now the intense need to have backup power, okay, to protect my investment in what I have in the freezer. And some of you guys have whole dressed deer and beef and other things in chest freezers and things like that. So it may not be a bad idea. And I pulled as you guys know, when I gutted and rebuilt the Lisa Marie, I got the 2,800 watt Onan generator out of that, which is still sitting in the garage and needs a little bit of electrical work. So I'm going to turn my attention to that. I'd like to get that tied into the house and put that under cover. So if I need to, I just push a button and that ties into the house circuit. So, oh, you're not blocked, Lee Marie. Nobody would ever block you, honey. So sometimes you could pick up ones, Honda generators and things like that. Hondas are great. I think a backup generator is really, really a great idea, because you can run, almost in our case, you can run a good 8 hours on a gallon of, I think it might even be 11 hours depending on the load. Mine has a economy setting on it. It uses a little less gasoline, but I think it's a smart thing to have, particularly if you're in a rural area or semi-rural area where you don't have the traffic and you have a lot more municipal power departments that are owned by the city or the county. Not everything's owned by a major PG&E or SoCal Edison or Duke Power or something like that. It's also a case of small companies. And if you're on a smaller grid, it may be something to think about. Make sure you use it when storing raw fuel can go bad. Yeah, well, that's exactly what happened to me. Lee Marie, we've seen you chatting in here. Okay, I've never seen you be blocked before. I thought about getting one. I just think it's smart. They're not so cheap. But the thing that's going to happen is that everybody is going to want a generator at the same time. And guess what? The 5 or 6 that are sitting at Harbor Freight or other places are going to be gone within 20 minutes or something like that. I'd have an underground bunker. I'm not sure if Nick underground bunker, but if we go to nuclear shit, then I want to go fast. I just want to be fried. All right, I don't want to linger and have a wonky eye from radiation. Right? Hello, everybody. Right. Going live. I should make light of it. Hey, Deborah. Oh, thank you. Trans male to female. Welcome to you, Deborah. Welcome. Yeah, I want to be. Welcome to you, Deborah. Another sister on the channel here. MR, I just want to be vaporized. I want to hear the song. We'll meet again. Don't know when. Right? Like at the end of Doctor Strangelove, that great ending scene when the bomb's going off and they just have that song playing. Man, Magenta, I just want to be gone, honey. I want that shock wave to hit me. I want the, hey, Sonny, how are you? I want the wig to be flying. Right? Okay, so, yeah, solar is a great thing too. Easy Street with Jen, how are you? We have 2 generators plus 20 gallons of fuel just in case. Stabilize it. Yeah, I want the wig popping, man. I just want to be gone. Like the old skeletonized in a fraction of a second. But we have, I think the real is you can cover generators with a LED cover and work after the big burst. Hey, how you doing, Tammy? Good to see you. I'm glad to see you, Jen, and hello. Best money spent is the whole house generator. Oh, that's nice, Sonny. You got one of them? That's outstanding. Stable's a great product. So don't get a generator unless you're gonna. Don't do what I did, because my generator, my carburetor got so. I thought it had damn electrolysis hit it or something. Okay, so I have to pull that. I ordered a new carb. I tried to undo it. I couldn't get the little check needle. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm just going to get. I got another one to slap in there and go. So lesson learned on the fuel. Make sure you use stable, or don't even put fuel in until it's go time. All right. I mean, I used mine for camping. Dr. Jenner in charge, change the gas every year. Yes, we are sitting here with 3 to 4 inches of sleet and 12 inches of snow. Oh my goodness. Fire up the let it run for 15 minutes. Get some iodine tablets for radiation. I guess my stuff today and had more to do with the economic side to kind of get into that a little bit because Moose Knuckle and some other people were asking me if I still stand by my forecast of what I think is coming up in the future, and I said absolutely positively the other night. I said absolutely positively I do, but things don't unfold as fast as people think they do. They have to run their course psychologically, psychology wise, and you know, guys know I'm a proponent of the Elliott wave and things like that. So we have, what's unusual today is that we seem to be just in the early stage of a potential cash crunch here. Now, what do I mean by that? There's so many dollars in the world. You probably say, Rose, you must be out of your mind. There's, you know, we wipe our butts with bills because there's so much cheap money out and things like that. Yeah, thank you, Raquel. Short hair just means I'm working in the shop and I don't need to have the wig flying through the generator flywheel. Right? Rosie's viral video and everything. Half our house has electric now. You got three cords of wood. But the thing I noticed today is commercial, thank you, Tammy, commercial real estate is starting to be a real millstone around the banks, and Goldman Sachs started to provision. They got hammered yesterday. They provisioned a lot of money to set aside for potential losses. You have Blackstone. Don't confuse it with BlackRock. Blackstone is a huge real estate investment. Thank you, Lee Marie. And people are starting to line up because they're concerned that office buildings are going on lease. There's more people working at home. People are resistant to go back to the office. So some of these big corporations, Blackstone, for example, are sitting on huge portfolios of office complexes and things that rent is not coming in because they're not leased at the current time. And on the downstream side with investors and people like that, they're starting to get a little nervous and they're saying, you know what? I want to pull my money out of this real estate partnership that you're running at Blackstone. And Blackstone has had to put the brakes on it and say, whoa, we have to limit withdrawals. And right now there's something on the order of $20 billion waiting to be pulled out of these funds. Okay, so you have what's setting up to be a classic run here, and a run like in the bank in the movie It's a Wonderful Life, where the Bailey brothers building and loan, they line up in Potter's Bank to pull their money out. People get scared. Hey, Street Life, how are you? People start to get a little nervous. They start to look at other institutions and they start to think to themselves, you know what, I'm gonna kind of get at the head of the line. My stuff isn't insured when it comes to commercial real estate and stuff like that. I'm going to get my money out. And it has the potential to spread very rapidly here. So the need for money, I think, cash is going to be rising rapidly, because if you're Blackstone Group, which is like the biggest portfolio manager of properties, and these people are starting to come to you and say, I want to get my money back on the investment high burn, Blackstone has two choices. They can either start putting these properties up for sale, which they're probably reluctant to do given the current climate of lower demand because of people working at home, and that trend and layoffs now accelerating. And they look at that and they say, well, plan B is we borrow the money we need to pay you guys off, and we incur more debt. So we live again another day. We're just carrying a bit of debt on the portfolio now. Hey, Shemay, that we borrowed, but we get you paid out. Well, they don't want to do that, right? So they've limited the amount of withdrawals that can be made from these funds. So consequently, a lot of these funds are starting to go nosedive. And I mean like, boom, like down like that. Because smart people get the hell out. Don't be a person that sits and hopes and waits till shit gets, oh, I'll just wait till everything's all cleared up and stuff like that. There's a mess developing here. And then when you figure that the Republicans are now in charge of the House of Representatives of the United States, which is really the purse strings of the nation, not the Senate, but the House of the United States, you have a core of Republicans that are bound and determined that they're going to stop this runaway debt machine that's piling up federal debt to the tune of, I don't know, $31 trillion or something right now. So, there's a potential that we could be looking at a potential end game here. Time to put our money in a Bitcoin. Oh, don't even mention that, right? Another Bitcoin guy got arrested. Another firm went bankrupt today and all that. You're getting a short-term reprieve as some big players are trying to hold up Bitcoin here in the hope of reversing the trend. I started following Bitcoin at 38,000 and have been negative on it. I never said it's going to go to zero, but I've always questioned what the value of a Bitcoin is. So if you know street life, share it with me. But anyway, I don't know if anybody's going to play chicken coming up. Hi, Scottish. How you doing, babe? I'm doing good. I don't know if anybody's going to play chicken and you got a House Speaker that's very weak, right? McCarthy's a very weak dude in power, and he had to, probably promise hand jobs to everybody in the Republican Party to be able to get his speakership. And these people are going to be saying, no, it's time we stop kicking this can down the road here. And if that happens, I don't know. I guess I'm saying, hey, Dave and Luna, I guess I'm saying at the current time, there's a confluence of streams moving together that have the potential to form a river here. And truth be told, if you're looking overseas, China can't get out of its own way right now. I mean, it's got, it's burying people by the thousands right now because they totally mismanaged COVID, so they're totally out of the game system right now. People don't want to work. Crypto will boom in 2024. I'm not sure. My theory is that crypto will take a long time to rebuild that base of enthusiasm and psychology. I think rather than turn to Bitcoin, people will turn to gold and silver, as they have through 5,000 years of recorded history. What has a proven record beyond fiat money, beyond full faith and credit? It's hard gold and silver, something that has real value in the world. So I think given a choice between something that's not run its big bull market and something that had its big bull market, skewered people by the scores and made people poor, all right, saw people piss billions and billions of dollars away, fraud, corruption. You're only seeing the tip of the iceberg of fraud and corruption that's going to be coming. And I'm warning you guys right now, the next thing that's going to be happening is that corporations are going to be disclosing through internal audits and other things. There will be disclosures about fraud within companies and creative bookkeeping to keep the earnings good. I mean, let's just drill down a second and consider Tesla Corporation, right? And I used to have a lot of admiration for Elon Musk, and then he goes off the reservation and he puts $50 billion to buy Twitter. Okay, and the advertisers have all pulled away from Twitter. What you have to ask yourself is, then what is the value of Twitter, right? If not for advertising dollar or things like that. And yesterday, they had an article that Twitter is auctioning off their Keurig machines, their kitchen equipment, their fancy mixers for milkshakes and office furniture galore. They're even auctioning off the fucking sign, the neon sign of the bird. And last I saw, it had a $17,500 bid on it. They're even auctioning the bird, the Twitter symbol that's hung outside on the office building in downtown San Francisco. You guys should be alarmed at this amount of money that was flagrantly pissed away on something, to the point now that Elon Musk is turning into one of the biggest borrowers of money in the world, putting more pressure on things. It's sad. I mean, I lost a subscriber here last year because I spoke negatively a year ago about Elon Musk and this hard on to purchase a social media company that we don't know what social media company. It's not like they produce a car, right? It's not like they have assets of land and mines and iron ore and a railroad and ships and cat. Who in the hell knows what they're worth? So I lost a really nice supportive subscriber because everything that I predicted about Elon Musk last year has come to pass, that he has met his match. But how is it working morale-wise at Twitter? Street life, you're working at Twitter, right? And you're going into work and shit. They're auctioning the signs on the building and shit. And your coffee machine's gone, dude. It's like something out of the movie Office Space, or whatever. He's gonna put Melton down in the basement with the freaking stapler. I mean, this is really serious stuff. So knock down Elon a notch. Yeah, I would say that Elon has definitely been knocked a notch. Hey, Joni, how do you concentrate on work? How is morale within the organization, right? If Elon Musk put Twitter up for sale today, what would it be worth? Would it be worth the $50 billion? Or whatever, the controlling interest was $50 billion or whatever. Would it be worth that today? Who would step up and purchase it? I don't know. Let's see. Blondie said, Rosie, we currently have less than 4 kind of threatening to nuke us. Maybe people thinking, why should I work if everything... Yeah, I mean, there is a defeatism aspect that comes from continuous pressure. And we're seeing that played out in society now, where more people are falling into despair. And people read the news about $9 a dozen eggs, and they're like, what the hell? This is America, right? The agricultural belt of the world. And it really does start to look like end times are kind of closing in on us right here. So I think some people are throwing up their hands. And plus Tesla cut the price of a Tesla in China, and they lost a lot of goodwill there, because the people that just bought the Tesla are paid 20% more than the people like that. So it's just a question of just a confluence of events. And when you see politicians start to resign, like the Prime Minister of New Zealand, who's very young, you start to wonder, you start to see that the housing market is seizing up, and the ripple effects are coming through. It's just been a very slow thing. Most chickens don't lay the eggs naturally in the fall, winter months. Uh, I don't know, Jen. I mean, I don't know a lot about chickens and things like that, but um, there's definitely a new spooky undercurrent of weakness that's come into equities and things like that. And if we start to cascade here, then it's going to be a snowball effect, and there'll be a lot of call for cash and money for redemptions for things like that. So, do eggs grow on trees at the rancho? I don't know. Rented chicken. Heard a company offering rent. They set you up with 2 chickens for 6 months. Jeez. Knowing the chickens that'll come to the rancho, they'll end up running the place, right? I'll be outside in the coop and they'll be in the house. Dude, that's what'll be going on. They'll be running the joint. Twitter doesn't have the face power because Twitter primarily appeals to younger. Well, the problem with Facebook is they went down the road of the metaverse. And the metaverse is out of step with the times. There's nothing in the metaverse that's going to be more interesting in people's future than what's going on in the world and what's coming up in the world. Because the one trend that I can absolutely positively assure you of is there will be an increasing amount of mayhem ahead. There will be a continued rise in vandalism, and there'll be a continued pullback within law enforcement because, quite frankly, there's a lot of people that are not drawn to the blue uniform as a career these days. Something about their human sense of preservation kind of tells them that, this may not be where I want to be in my future in law enforcement and things like that. So I just can't tell you guys, when you look at things in terms of numbers and things like that, the element of control in society has been very good in America because people have self-regulated themselves to a large extent because they've had their basic needs met. They've not felt negative when it comes to the futures they're feeling now. Hey, Rain Dancer, when they see $9 eggs and stuff like that, it is just crazy. Robin Bunny, I'm not giving a sermon. I pre-announced on my community post today that I would be doing this address in response to subscriber requests, okay? Now, I don't know what your living situation is, but there's a lot of people that have, I know, honey, I'm just saying there's a lot of people that have a lot at stake here, and there's not a lot of shit that I've been wrong about when I've been talking about the future. And I love Robin. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, I go for weeks and weeks. We have a lot of fun. We do a lot of fun shit. And just once in a while, the stuff piles up and people say, hey, we haven't talked about this. This is going on. And today, when I saw that shit about, another power grid substation hit today, I know what the next weak point is going to be. It's going to be the power grid in America. You like the opinion on gold and silver. To me, we're not facing an inflationary future, and it's the same thing that I said 6 months ago when I did the video, that the enemy of the future is not inflation, it's going to be deflation. Because there's tons and tons and tons and tons and carloads and boatloads and tankers full of debt that's going to be going bad. And that's going to immediately blow a lot of purchasing power out of the economy. A lot of dollars are going to go up in smoke and just disappear into fantasy land. We already had technology stocks have lost over $2 trillion of value. Okay, that's $2 trillion of value that states depended on for pension funds. It's $2 trillion of value that have been in matching 401k funds. And I can tell you what, people are hanging tight. Okay, which means when it does finally move, it's like the snow up on the roof when it starts to melt. You have that 2 feet of snow up there, and all of a sudden it hits that critical point where the whole damn thing comes over the side in one big ass mess. Okay, Golden Sun, but you take Golden for your food in well, you would, because what currency are you going to use, right? I mean, it's the tried and true. I mean, if somebody came to me and I had a store and they had a fistful of Venezuelan pesos or whatever, or they had a silver Washington quarter, I'll take the silver quarter, right? You keep the Venezuelan paper with the pretty picture of Simon Bolivar, cell towers, all that stuff. So I can see that infrastructure's going to be a target, not so much at this particular moment, but if the idea gets in people's heads and they have time on their hands and weaponry, and they want to be like the new, hey Barry, they want to be like the new Occupy Wall Street and make a statement. I can see thugs of people wearing black masks and outfits out there running around and doing mayhem. Right? I can see that very easily. So as far as street life goes, I will be willing to bet, as people over 5,000 years in history have done, that when the time comes and the stuff really hits the fan, gold and silver will shine like they always do. When Rome was in its decline phase, when the barbarians and the Visigoths and the Vandals and the savages were sweeping down from the Germanic tribes and the Norwegian tribes, right? People in Rome in the Roman Empire were clipping coins. They were cutting little pieces off of the gold and silver coins, right? And debasing the currency more and more and more. Well, we've debased the currency dramatically here by printing a shitload more of it, to the point that food prices and crap just got out of hand and it got expensive. So I think when it goes, it's going to go in a very rapid clip. Correction. Eggs are $5.79 to $9 in my part of Texas. Michael Douglas did move when he got laid off. Yeah, he went off. Exactly. Yeah, sorry, Angus. Love you, honey. He's having a difficult time. Hey, Megan, how are you? Milk is for $6.49. So, just because we've not talked about it for a couple weeks doesn't mean that things aren't moving towards a more accelerating phase here. And I just see, from my perch of watching finance and stuff, I can see things starting to freeze up in terms of liquidity, and the grease in the system and the lubrication is starting to come out of the system. And the free flow of money, people are thinking twice before they're after the close today, who in the hell at one of the banks came out and increased their provisions for credit card losses, and used car prices have taken a headlong dive. There's a lot of things going on out here that indicate that things are slowing dramatically. The New York manufacturing index, took the biggest drop since on record, and our retail sales in December were down. People are hurting for money. Okay, so hey, Bliss goes bankrupt and can't pay as the Speaker of the House, going to get calls from debt collector. Blondie, I think the only thing I really believe is private security companies. I think private security is going to be a booming. Those that have the gold and silver, something of value. Yeah, they're going to be in high cotton. These companies that provide protection, and then the protection services is going to turn against the rich people anyway. So you got to think twice about that. You let street life in. Yeah, I'm going to protect all your shit here, and the next thing you know, street life has cleaned you out and put you out the front door in your underwear. So you were rich, and now he's got all the loot. Never trust other people. Okay, when it comes to finances and things like that. That sounds good. Cornbread's very easy to very easy to make. I was shocked the other day when they wanted $5.99 for a loaf of wholesome bread. Unbelievable. Your voice is so. Oh, good night, Raquel. Okay, thank you, sweetie. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Yeah, we can't always be yucks every single night. So I just, something has driven me to get my CCW, and I am, I don't know, 11 days away, 12 days away from securing that. Okay, I mean that's just a given now. It's not like I'm going to be in the Wild West and just packing heat going outside, but I have the ability to have it without having any, implications in terms of being legal at this point in time. All right. So, I mean, that's an important thing. I want shoe boys to feel, Bliss, they're feeling the pain. They're definitely feeling the pain. We're in like a la-la land now, and I've said that for the last 8 months or so. We're in this la-la land where everybody's so used to things getting better. Thank you, Cass. That the government can fix everything. But now we're at the point where the first time in my memory, people want to stand up in Congress and say, no more. You've got the press secretary, that beautiful gal in the White House, telling Congress they need to raise the debt limit without any conditions at all. But the White House is not the purse of the United States. Okay, everybody gets their money from the United States House of Representatives. And if they start digging in their heels, now they could get scared. They'll probably eventually go along with the program, but it's just a question of how much debt you can pile on how much debt you can pile on how much debt. You couple that with the implosion that's occurring in China, the collapse of morale there. Young people just want to work for the government now. People got, pardon my language, they got fucked on their house purchases over there. They're very sour on China Incorporated now, and China shot itself in the foot with all its heavy-handed ways that they handled COVID and lockdowns, and it reversed globalization in one freaking month. The idea of globalization died. Right. Everybody wants to get the hell out of Dodge now. Everybody wants to get the hell out. Apple wants to make their glass in the U.S. now. All this, the semiconductor companies in Lordstown and factories and things like that. There's something very positive to be said about freedom and government that operates in light and not darkness, where decisions just don't come down like Moses from on high with 10 commandments. This is the deal today, and you don't know who decided it, who's for it, who's against it. It's just an edict. So at least we eat our crap out in open when we make the mistakes. But China has to justify the bullshit of the People's Daily, the organ of the Communist Party that publishes the daily paper. They have to square that bullshit that Pollyannish bullshit every day with what people are feeling on the street and seeing on the street, and it's coming more and more at odds now. And the trend towards slowing down is going to accelerate because people in this nation and people in Europe are cutting consumption now. They're reducing their expenditure and imports are falling, and that's going to have a detrimental effect on well, thank you, Cass. That's going to definitely have a detrimental effect on China going forward. It's not going to be easy to reverse these trends. It's not going to be the kind of thing. You got to understand, guys, you've ridden this gravy train since 1981. Since August 7th of 1982, when the Dow Jones Industrial Average bottomed at 777. How do I remember? Because I was going down to my accounting class down in Columbia, Maryland, at the Extension College campus there. And it was a 5% rally in one day. Well, guys, we went up for 40 years. 40 years. And the whole time that interest rates came down, the mountain of debt exploded in exact inverse to the market going up. The amount of debt also exploded too. How you doing, Rain Dancer? Okay, because borrowing got cheap, but now borrowing is going to start to get more and more dear, and it's going to extract a price on the economy. All right, how you doing, Jody? That's the thing I'm trying to tell you here, is these trends don't reverse easily. They do not reverse easily. Went from 249 to 256. My blueberry muffins were outstanding. Hence, I'm going to have fish tonight to have something a little light. Fish in a salad tonight. But I think it's important to be aware that real things in life are going to be where the value is, right? And we can see that now when a gallon of milk goes up. Who's in the driver's seat? The dairy industry. When beef goes up, who's in the driver's seat? The beef industry, right? When corn prices and wheat prices, right? We're not in control right now, okay? It's a very dynamic situation. So I really believe, street life, that I will, as people have done for 5,000 years, you know, in the last days of the Nazis, what did they do? They spent most of their time gathering gold and trying to get it the hell out of the country, okay? They didn't leave it there like it was, you know, like it was a bag of, like a bag of rice, okay? They knew where their house. I'm going to put it on the grill tonight, street life. Some of the stuff that the boss caught. So I'm going to have confidence that history will absolutely repeat itself again. So I just think we might be hitting an acceleration point. Is it possible that Dow Jones Industrial Average could make one more nominal new high? I guess anything's possible here, right? But I'm just saying that the psychology and everything is in the trend of interest rates and all that stuff is in the wrong direction here. And I don't know what the Congress is going to do. We're coming up to a debt ceiling thing again, and the Congress wants to cut spending. They want to cut social programs. They want to cut Social Security. There's a lot of things that they have just gotten into power, and they want to get in there and roll up their sleeves and then figure by the time election time comes around 2 years from now, everybody will have forgotten about the pain and the savagery that had to be done, and, you know, it'll be okay. But is it wrong? And this is the question I put out to the chat. Is it wrong to begin to put the brakes somehow, and I don't know how it's done, on spending and the growth of borrowing and the growth? How would the United States, in the teeth of another recession, how would we borrow enough money to offset that? right? How much more money are you talking about? Physical gold and silver? Yeah, I'm talking about physical gold and silver. Remember Nikki Kennedy and hello to you. One of the reasons that Bitcoin got so savaged is a lot of people fell for the bullshit of, like for Crypto Incorporated and Coinbase and some of these places. And I mean, Coinbase is still around. But they said rather than you hold this Bitcoin, which could get destroyed in a fire, it can be lost, whatever. I know you bought it for $300. It's worth, $50,000 now. Do you really want that sitting around your house? What we have is called a crypto wallet. We'll take your crypto, we'll put it into an account for you under your name. And the beauty of that is we can borrow against that crypto value, and we can go out there and we can invest it. We can put it on deposits here. We can invest into Blackstone real estate. We'll take this money from this asset. We'll borrow a little bit against it, and we'll go out there and we'll earn you money on your crypto wallet. Well, it was all good in theory when it's rising, but then you saw these people like Brinkman and these thieves, Kim Dow, or whatever the hell his name was, took off. He started the whole downtrend collapse of Bitcoin by taking off with $2 billion and rushing off to Korea or whatever. Right? So now all those crypto wallets have exploded. So should you hold the physical metal yourself? You absolutely positively should. Okay? Do not trust third-party settlement trustee administrator, right? Safekeeping companies and things like that. You've seen the crazy bullshit that they do. They're buying houses. They're living the jet life on your dime, right? They don't give a shit. That's the reality, Alan Gentry. We live, and there is the basic fact that it is. It's already too late to get America's debt under control, and I believe that to be a fact. Okay, I believe that to be a fact. Because we heard a report today that layoffs they're increasing dramatically right now. Another 10,000 at Microsoft. There's 18,000 at Amazon. They're coming out fast and furious right now. The gravy train is over. There's nothing marginal in technology that's going to drive until the next big idea comes around. Self-driving vehicles are a disaster. Okay, there are so many lawsuits pending against Tesla and these self-driving. Forget it. Okay. AI can never replace a human behind the wheel, and a human can make split-second decisions, and a computer can never weigh the factors of preventing an accident. You have a better chance of doing it. So the question is, Alan, and I agree with you, I don't think the debt will ever be under control, but I do wonder, what are the implications of dealing with that? Well, it goes two ways, right? You either pare the amount of spending dramatically to match current revenue, which itself acts like a depressant on the economy because there's less spending on government programs and things like that. So you set off a spiral of contraction by reducing and cutting spending. So that's part one. So you just put yourself in a power dive of misery and then just slog your way through it. Or B is you don't bite the bullet. You continue to borrow with the Federal Reserve monetizing more and more debt of the United States Treasury, which means the Chinese aren't buying it. The Japanese aren't buying it. Right? Pension funds are starting to pull back. Now the United States Federal Reserve is the buyer of debt. Now, what does that mean? It means eggs at $18 a dozen, right? It means gasoline at God knows what and rent until everybody's poor as hell. So tell me, which way did the dominoes fall? It's important because if the Republicans get their way and they force spending and things, that starts to implode and things like that, we have the rampant deflation start to take place because spending power is immediately wiped out in huge chunks. We've already lost $2 trillion in tech value, right there. That was money that would have been spent in the future. So people are already poorer now. So it's important that we discuss these ideas. Yeah, it's not drama, but it's going to be drama. It's going to captivate people wholesale in probably a very short period of time. People are going to care a hell of a lot more about what's going on economically than they're going to care about who's the new drama queen and shit like that. Trust and believe. Okay, when money starts to get pinched, when people are not working on construction sites and houses aren't being sold and new developments aren't popping up. I don't know. One more stimulus check, street life, it'll put us in the poorhouse, right? Right, more stimulus, we need that. It's not the U.S. that has cut back, they wasted money. Their costs, yeah, it's just at the margin, that stuff is small, Craig, but it all adds up. But when you just are continuously taking in less than you're spending and you're filling that void with borrowing, and there's a point where the size of what you want to borrow exceeds the free liquid money that's available in the world, right? If Japan's not growing rapidly and gathering more reserves in the treasury, or if China's not growing and gathering more reserves, and trust me, China's holding on to every damn penny that they can, all the foreign reserves that they have right now. The question is, who buys the new debt that gets issued? Right, that's where the pinch comes. That's where the lack of lubrication in the system starts to show. Okay, friction starts to build, heat starts to build, and you have problems raising money. And the only alternative is to monetize it through the creation of more money. So you're basically just cheating yourself, and who pays the price? Just like in Roman times, it was the debasement of the currency that really led to the downfall of, there wasn't enough, the spending was too great, there wasn't enough money. Solar system on the RV this year, well, you might get a cheaper street life. You're a hard-working person, you're not a bum. You've always been a hard worker. Yeah, it's just not, there's not a way it's going to come out. So you have to ask yourself, how will it play out? I don't waste my time. I'm like Alan Gentry. I believe that the debt will never be paid off. The debt will continue to grow. So what is the implications? Back when Howard Ruff, and many of you probably never even heard the name Howard Ruff, he was a financial guru in the 1970s. That advocated gold and silver, and he probably helped to spur the big silver bull market and gold of 1979, 1980, when gold went up to, I don't know, $800 an ounce and silver $50 an ounce. But the amount of debt that alarmed him at that time was very tiny, and it was going up like that. Okay? But now we've hit this acceleration point here where the numbers are just astronomical. And when you need to borrow $50 billion for Ukraine, well, shit, that's the whole, that's like, it's like the output of entire, the whole output of a country like Italy or something, right? Money my favorite subject is you, Catherine, and how you're doing today. So thank you for updating me. We're all very worried about you. So, um, do I think more people will be interested and more people will beat a path to these discussions in the future? Oh, abso-freaking-lutely. Right now, the train up front is slowed down, but the people in the back have not felt the jolt of the train coming to a halt yet. All right, tell me something in the world today that is doing great. All right, tell me an industry today that's cooking. Okay, I mean, yeah, we have oil at $82 a barrel or whatever, but find me something that's really hiring like crazy and booming like crazy. Okay, I can't think. We have to now wait till the next big thing in the world. Maybe it'll be breakthrough through fusion energy, which will be clean or whatever, right? But we went through that crap with palladium in the mid 1980s when palladium prices went crazy because of fusion and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't want to speculate. But the thing that I continue to believe is there's way too many people in the world, and they wouldn't have been here except for government subsidization of their being. Now, that may sound very Charles Dixie and very cold, but the reality is cradle to grave support, underwriting on the part of government has created a gigantic populations, not just in this country, but in a lot of the world. And destabilization will naturally be a result of that. Not everybody's going to fit through the exit door. All right? Not everybody's going to get out of the theater. And that's the point I'm trying to make. So when you see me get my CCW, my concealed carry permit, and you see me in the shop and I'm starting to work on getting a generator ready to go, I'm like the squirrel that's sensitive to the air and says it's time to squirrel some. I feel like something big's coming down. Oh, okay. Is it the weeping and gnashing of teeth of end times? It could very well be. Which is why I decided to to get to get right with Jesus and stuff, and the religious side of things, because we don't know. And the thing that struck me so much was the saying that I heard last week, that the devil's greatest triumph was the belief by society today that he does not exist. That's the ultimate triumph. And I thought to myself, well, then what's the potential Antichrist that everybody keeps talking about? Anybody know what I think the Antichrist might be? Stretch your mind a little bit about what has been a very damaging influence in society worldwide that's taking an ever-increasing toll. It's an interesting, thought-provoking thing. We're always thinking about a who. Who is it? Who? We're always thinking about a person. But I believe that the devil can take many guises in the world. Social media, thank you. The internet, Amanda. I really believe that social media is the Antichrist that people are not identifying in the world as a major disruptor, as an enormously, exponentially powerful influencer of people. I see it in my trans community with triple the number of girls showing up claiming gender dysphoria issues than guys, and the numbers exploded. Yes, the devil comes in many guises. And I thought to myself, that's so brilliant that the ultimate triumph of evil is the firm belief that it does not exist in the world. Well, I'm here to tell you and declare publicly that I think it does exist. And I think that it has reached rampant proportions to the point that the last place, it's almost similar to the 1929 when the world caved in and the Great Depression hit. For three years, people sat there and tried to figure out what the hell are we going to do. It took them 3 years to turn to government. 3 mean, nasty years to turn to government. And once they turned to government beginning in 1933, we went through almost 100 years of people now turning to government for every single thing. Conversely, people were more of faith-based in the 1920s and 30s. And they've now run that trend down to the point where the last thing that people would turn to is the idea of greater being in the world. Right? We've run that down to zero. Hey, Charles, how are you? Now, I think that that's worth thinking about. The internet and what it has wrought. Pretend there's no recession and poof, it's gone. Right? Imagine, just ask yourself this question. And I can say this for myself because I was trans before the internet was even a thing. Okay? I wasn't influenced by outside on that. But I can tell you what you see on YouTube and stuff. The question that you ask yourself and need to answer is, if there was not money to be earned and the currency of views and things on social media, how many people today would not be doing the things that they are doing in life? How many of those tens of millions and hundreds of millions of people would be living lives in totally different directions than they're doing today? In other words, if you couldn't make money off of the misery of, say, missing children, okay, or the misery of poverty tourism and things like that, and anything for a view, would they still be doing the same thing? Hey, I'm on it. I think it's the most important question to be answered of all of anybody is, if you didn't get paid, if you weren't being supported in this endeavor, would you be doing this willingly on your own? Is this something that came from within your heart? Did you care about children? Did you care about missing and exploited people in the world? Is it truly from the heart? And if you can truly say that I would be involved, I'd be getting on a plane, I'd be flying places and doing things and spending my time and money to do this. If you can say yes, then God love you. My girlfriend and I are supporting her 14 transitional. Asked us who's asking to use hormones. Well, it'd be a big no for me. Hate me if you want, but no way. See you at 18. We've seen the whole shifting of YouTube for entertainment to things that are geared just towards making money. How you doing? I'm on it. Right? It's been a dramatic shift. Right? You got to go where the action is. You've got to follow the dollar and things like that. And I've seen it change over a 10-year period. And it's really been startling to me recently how much things have changed. And I always ask myself, like for myself, would I be doing what I'm doing if I wasn't on social media? And I can say, yeah, I'd be doing exactly the shit that I'm doing today, right? And that I've done all through the time. So I think the heart, the motivations, um, I think it's just it's down such a bad path, and it's also a path that leads people that have compassion and have good hearts, and they don't understand the negative implications of what they're supporting and things. Because people are nice. People on YouTube are nice. I'm the beneficiary of very nice people on YouTube. It's a lot to think about. So if you ask, would you be doing this if you weren't on social media? It's a fair question to ask of everybody in the community. So if I say, the internet has been a force for keeping prices in check and things, and letting people purchase from Amazons and keeping the cost low for a lot of years. We've run that table now. It's done. The usefulness of the internet now is what? Right? They took a poll in grade school kids today. I don't know whether it was, the Hoover Institute or something like that. And 10 years ago, kids wanted to be astronauts. They wanted to be firefighters, a judge, or a doctor, or a lawyer. And today, far and away, the number one thing that kids want to be is a social media influencer today. To make the mark on social media. So, I don't know. Well, I don't know, Jen. I mean, I don't know about negative channels. I'm just saying, but you just, I don't know. People are going to go where they want to go. I mean, you can't take people's entertainment. But what I'm saying is, everybody likes a fight. Everybody likes to see people mixing it up and all that. So, I mean, from boxing to mixed martial arts, and it's combat. But I'm talking about the people that are drawn to social media, especially young people, and the influence of it is so important and has such a profound hold on their life, which is why some parts of the United States government and society are so worried about, like, the idiocracy of TikTok. Because when you get engrossed in TikTok, you can find yourself an hour or two later still swiping and, watching and all that. So, the fact that TikTok's not even allowed in China, there's no Facebook in China and things like that, sends a huge message of what China really thinks about, hey Mew, what China really thinks about social media and their campaign to get kids' heads off of the computers and thinking about things in life. And it's definitely something to contemplate. Definitely something to think about. Yeah, well, Bird Dude, I told you Diane C had some stuff to do with family and stuff for a while, so she's just texted her today. She's was off to the dentist, so attention seekers with no responsibilities or accountabilities. But the reality is the accountability will come, right? Because the it's like to be a social media influencer in India yields nothing, right? I mean, it's like 2 cents per 10,000 views. I watched, but it's a computer game with people. Oh yeah, Boyd Wrestling's fine. I love Coachisms is cool. I mean, it's fun. I'd never try to take people's fun away, but there's some aspects of social media that are just really, 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 really obviously negative, and these trends are accelerating today. I've seen it in my own community with people, this group gone to war with this group, and it just becomes, ooh, yeah, fresh and clean. Thank you, Kelly. So it's been an eye opener for me for sure. Yeah, Coach is excellent. Coach is an outstanding person. I've never heard Coach be negative about anything. So I mean that's kind of my feeling. It's probably controversial about the internet potentially being the Antichrist that people talk about, but what's so far fetched about it, right? What's so far fetched about it? So I know what my future's gonna be. Yeah, it's about the popping and accelerating. Things can only go this long, and then it just falls off the end of the table. And if it falls off the end of the table this year, your first move should be to make sure that you're prepped. Okay, and some these days I think that also means having some type of power generation too. With these knuckleheads starting to blow up and shoot power grid stations, don't want the freedom of exchange and discourse. Yes, they don't want it because they want the control. Why wouldn't you watch Bird? He's not a virgin. I don't even understand what that means, Winter Storm. I don't even know, right? I have no idea what the hell that man. Bird is a friend of mine. I do everything in my power to extend courtesy and support and friendliness to Blackbird, waiving large portions of rent and other things. The same fears. I'm an optimist. The 70s, though, were different, Jen. We did not have the level of indebtedness that we had today. We did not have the depth of government in people's lives and support that we have today. Right? Think of how much government is an aspect in the support of tens of millions of people in this nation as people come across the border and they get shipped up to New York City, and Mayor Eric Adams says we need $2 billion from the federal government to cover this issue. Well, multiply Eric Adams by 20 other places that are calling for money. Ukraine, now we need, we're depleting our own weapons base, our own supplies. We're ramping up things more and more towards a straight-on confrontation with troop to troop against Russia. I mean, it's not a good setup. So it's not like the 1970s in that particular way. How you doing, D? It's a situation where we've had a much higher level of debt per capita, $100,000 per person of debt. $100,000 per individual in this nation. So in a way, it's a different aspect today. That people are less educated today than they were in the 1970s. School kids' performances are starting to suffer. Post-pandemic, the scores that were coming out were horrific for standardized testing and other things. Because all of a sudden you're being homeschooled, and well, maybe dad's around and mom, maybe they're not. So it's a much different situation with everybody rushing to college. Now the colleges are struggling to fill up their enrollments, and a lot of colleges are going to be closing. It's going to be a world of contraction. Weekday live and new. We still remain by the weekend. She'll be taking her bag full of chicken. That's right, Bird Dude, because we got to keep moving ahead. I haven't been gloom and doom for a lot of years, but everything I've said, Bird Dude, has absolutely come true. Absolutely come true without exception. All right. Do I think that the markets will make a new all-time high? No, I think that the trend is downward. I think it's going to accelerate. Hey, free samples, and I said that at the end of last year, and I knew it was coming out of China. So, Bird Dude, if you're gonna be, you got to be factual with it. So many are making a career in college. Yeah, so many are making a career in college. We see it on YouTube, right? Hey, Darla. Right? It's just more and more time, more and more borrowed money, more and more courses. Right? It's just it's not a recognition of the real world. I also think the rampant use of drugs today, whether it's alcohol, marijuana, pills, meth, is not lessening any. The influence and the blessing of government on that has been increasing. I don't see that reversing anytime in the future. I don't see that changing. Did you? No, I didn't try Kratom. Plumbers make more than a college grad, but you have to work for it. There's still people that are doing it. There's still people that are doing it, taking up the trades. But it's a very long cycle thing, and the trades grew because of the tremendous drop of interest rates over the period from 1982 to 2022. Well, that is reversing now. You know, the demand for housing is dropping. The ability of people to buy a house has declined. The ability of people to buy a car has declined. So it's going to be felt. The dropping the requirement of having a college degree, because in a lot of cases now, Blondie, it's the recognition that college is just a finishing school. Unless you're going into a real hard science or engineering or computer science, it's like, how many sociologists does the world need, and how many French literature experts and underwater basket weaving aficionados does the world need? Joining chat, it's always good. It's just, I'm kind of the reverse mind, Cobra John, that I think we've peaked out in our trades here, and it's going to be a bit of a scramble for work and things. We've had so much of a building boom going on for 40 years that it's not a trend that can just continue indefinitely. Retail position required associate degrees. Yeah, it's kind of dumb. Well, the same thing. It'll probably happen again, Rain Dancer. In the 1930s, to be an elevator operator, it got so bad in the early 30s that you were required to have a college degree to run an elevator. Because they could pick and choose who the hell they wanted. There were so many people lined up outside the gates for a job. It just depends. I mean, if you use your degree in French literature and you end up in Starbucks or something like that, I can't say that you wasted your college. I can say that you're going to have a hard time making that degree pay, right? Because people can't afford to carry people that need training and this, that, and the other. think kids took on the internet fight now in school and curriculum. Lots of anti-educated parents are concerned to have them do Khan Academy for free. So it just depends, right? It depends. But I'm just saying social media has such a hold over people these days, especially young people. That I've noticed that basketball courts are empty outside, the playgrounds are empty. It's remarkable in just the 10 years that I moved to this neighborhood and used to see Southwest Park down here and just loaded, and it's just empty these days. Just absolutely empty these days. Just don't. It's kids aren't getting the exercise that they got. It just is. It's definitely not like the 1970s in that regard. Right? Definitely not like that. Social media is not that social, but here we are right now on a social media talking about it. How ironic. Well, social media can be used for good or it can be used for negative, right? It depends, what the intention of the user is. But social media exposes young people to ideas they would have naturally not gotten themselves 20 years ago. And I use the example of the whole explosive growth of the transgender industrial complex, the trans-industrial complex. You can't tell me, absent social media, that this wouldn't have even been a thing. It would still be as rare as hen's teeth. But because it became peer and became like, oh, that might be a cool thing to do, right? We've just destroyed the fabric of just so much. I wouldn't let myself watch The Simpsons in middle school. Yeah, Jen. The Simpsons. Do 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 do. Our lives are so invested, it is very important to take extended breaks. Why I like to go camping and be offered nothing towards he offered nothing towards furthering my education. So, I mean, I can use that as an example of the negative influence of social media. It's just that whole rise of that. 20 years ago, nobody ever heard the term Illuminati and all this kind of crapola and, insanity and the theories of the Joe Rogans and just the crackpot bullshit that came out that influenced so many people and led to the storming of first the state capitol in Lansing, Michigan, and then the United States House of the United States Capitol. Lay that squarely at the feet of social media and conspiracy theories. Lay that at that. Watch where babies come from. Nova Special, better than by. That's good, Jen. What an interesting home. So these are ideas I think that people that are intellectually inclined are going to find stimulating and fascinating as we talk about ideas of this. Right, it was organized over social media, exactly. Right. So how fast do you think the organization will be in the future, Alan? How fast do you think that they will mobilize people in the future? Remember back in 2008, 2009, in the early days, still relatively early days of the internet, when YouTube was just a really small, hey Bonnie, a teeny little thing. We had Occupy Wall Street. And then the idea of the flash mob came into existence. You could get a flash mob somewhere quickly. Well, that was 2008, right? Fast forward 15 years with social media, and you tell me how fast the wheels can come off of the you tell me how fast the wheels can come off the cart. You tell me. That's why I say in the future, I know damn well that the action is going to be on the streets. 100%. I'd put everything I own on that. I'd be all in on that proposition. I've never seen a postal truck pull up to a gas pump. I thought they had their own gas pumps and stuff. I don't know. It's raining again, guys, and that really sucks. Yeah, it's accelerated a lot. So the ability, hence you can have things like the scary episode up at the State House in Lansing, Michigan. You can have the state capitol. People get an idea that they got ripped off, and they find like-minded people, and before you know it, there's tens of thousands of pissed off people. You think that the Capitol Police were prepared for that? What's going to happen when 500,000 people converge? How's that going to be against 120 Capitol Police or whatever? The mob is going to rule. Period. Whether you like it or not, the border conflict has to end. Like I said, Rain Dancer, you got Mayor Eric Adams finally appreciates that the blue states had no concept of how much of an impact Texas, Arizona, to some extent, hey Naomi, to some extent California, are feeling on this border situation. Now, when it's dropped on their doorstep in Chicago, in New York City, when thousands of people were busting there, it's the equivalent, well, it happened to us. How does it feel? Now the mayor of New York is like, man, we need $2 billion to cope with this. All right? And you don't control that shit, and every day there's thousands of more people getting in motion. Hey, Bunky, getting their shoes on, their hiking gear, their last dollar, their last pesos out of the bank, borrowing money from the local loan shark, and taking off and heading north in droves. Here's the rain break. How about that? We never get a break. Ever. But I like what Milton Friedman said. We get the government that we voted on. They spend in Congress because we tell them to spend. We want more and more and more. Now we want loan forgiveness. Yeah, we're supposed to get a long break from the rain, which will be good. Now we got loan forgiveness. Another $50 billion to throw on the debt pile. Yeah, I don't know, Jen. I don't know. I think a lot of that is self-determination, and those shithole countries have led to wholesale corruption, which has gutted the countries. Venezuela and Peru's destabilized now. I love how my bedroom smells like. What did you do, honey? Did you just have sex or what? Or what are we talking about? Talk to me, honey. Did you do something that I didn't do? Being prepared is number one. Okay, you get what you get. Vote for the change. Yeah, I mean, it's so, tell me people are going to vote against that. What's going to happen when the Republicans stand up in Congress and start to debate budget extending the raising the debt limit of the United States, and they start talking about cutting the old the AARP. The social media is going to go absolutely wild. There they are again. Want to rip us off of our what we worked for. Who's going to take the hit? Right? People pull levers, they vote. That's the situation. So Milton Friedman's exactly right. We get what we get because we vote for it. We tell Congress to spend more. We want more goodies and treats. We want to pay less taxes. I mean, can you imagine if somebody runs for office and says we need to raise taxes? They don't got a ghost of a chance. People laugh it off. One snowstorm and wow, it is warm. It's shitty down here, D. As you can hear, really, really crappy. I didn't do makeup today. This is skill at its finest right there. There we go, just like that. Get ready with me, it's over. A Sharpie. Oh, MR, I love you. No, I'd rather have the snow. Technical schools are best these days, but I'm afraid now, Rain Dancer, that the pendulum has swung so far the other direction now. Did everybody so believes, hi Cindy, that everybody so believes that the future is the trades, that they're not seeing that rising interest rates are having an impact on the building trades, the new developments that could be underway and things like that. And I'm not sure that interest rates are going to go back down to the levels they were before. If they go that low before, it'll be an indication that the economy's in dire shape, okay? And we'll have a true deflationary disaster. So, I just talk about these things. I'm so damn tired of political, and that is a huge downfall for all of us. Yeah, the weather I'm just glad it's going to be over. I'm just got dried out. So I had to order a new carburetor for the, because I stupidly didn't get stay-bill for and that gas turned to crumbly shit inside of that, and just, you know what it did, Cobra John? It just, the little needle valve, there's no chance of getting that open again. Hey, Cindy. Just spend the $60 for and slap a new carb on it and call it good. That's it. But I need to have a generator for the future. I need to have power generation, and I want to work on that 2800 watt generator and get that tied into the house power. Yeah, carbs are cheap, it's simple, it's not a big deal, but there's no way that I was going to free up that little needle valve. Pretty normal. The rain and the West Coast. Mindset empty too. I feel you sometimes mindset empty too. So it's better to just store it with nothing in it or use the stay-bill. I thought maybe electrolysis hit it or something. 92 octane, no alcohol. And done with the rain. Yeah, that'll be great, Joe. I'm looking forward to that. Joey D says, Rosie, you're too much on the weather. I love you, Joe. I got your Nike socks on. Not the other pair tonight. I've been so blessed with good socks. So, just a little heads up, as I said this morning, I didn't get my morning thing on until late today. My morning vlog that Boss and Janet be coming up this weekend. I'm going to treat them, try to pay them back a little bit for what they've done for me. It'll be good. Who is that? Hey, Amethyst, how are you? Yeah, can of Crisco and a wick, exactly. I've preached it, Lady D, and I've preached it for a year. went to the line was wrapped. Yeah, it's going to take a while, Naomi, for that in and out novelty to wear off. Moonshine, yeah, I've run my car on moonshine before. You know, I don't do race hardware gas that doesn't have methanol in it. It will not hurt your carbon. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know. I didn't know that Home Depot sells fuel and Lowe's. It's very hard to get non-ethanol gasoline. All right, John, it is the ball. Right, ball out. Yeah, so do your prepping now. These thugs just decide to have a little sport, or they're pissed off. They start shooting the grid. Screw this nation. And I'm gonna shut down the neighborhood for a week or two, and boom, 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 boom. Gas at hardware stores that does not have a measure. Does not. If you leave it there, I don't know. I've never seen them selling gas at my Home Depot, or it's easier to find ethylene free near a lake. Okay, listen to this rain. Yeah, you can't find it here. I just have to do the best I can. The thing is, run it every week. Don't let anyone stop you from telling the truth. Oh, I'm not stopping telling the truth. There's nothing that I said that's not unfolding. Whether it's China, whether it's economics, tech stocks. Truth be told, I've been impressed how much the S&P's held up. But either the S&P drops to be in tandem with the tech stocks, or the tech stocks rally to be in tandem with the Dow. So which way it breaks is going to be critical. Jeep that ran on jet fuel, never used EV5. Doesn't that stuff eat up rubber and things? Cobra John, seals. I'd never use that crap. So bad it ends up. Yeah, I wouldn't even screw around with that crap. What made moonshine? I used to run I used to run the lawnmowers on it. Get that shit up to 95% pure ethanol. But see, they used to they don't have zinc conditioners and things in the fuel like they used to in nickel that would, be better for an engine these days. They just have crap, right? Helping is fun as long as trying to help themselves. It's non-ethanol, it's 94 octane. Yeah, but around here, Alan, I don't think our Home Depot or Lowe's sells fuel. I think it would be, I don't know. I think the real key is the stable and that, because I was shocked when I pulled the float bowl on the carburetor and it was all this granular. It looked like sand had been dumped into it. I thought, oh, that's screwed. Dude, running gasoline going to high percent of it worked fine. I don't know about long term. Yeah, I don't know, Ronnie. I'd be interested in your take on that. When I had the stuff that wasn't drinkable, the 4 shots, the head, the tails, I would use that stuff, non-drinkable ethanol. The non-tasty stuff, and enjoy that. So I plan on still speaking out and speaking my mind. If people want to follow, if people want to prepare, remember, a message can be very out of step with the current time, but it can be exactly correct given time. Okay, and I don't mean a stop the clock is right twice a day. I mean, there could be a big payoff for being ready. Okay, and at the margin, it's not something that's going to be costly to you to rotate, to have, to prep and be be, you should be very worried about idiots shooting up power stations and stuff now. I mean, what kind of idiots are out there? And there's an idea that's sure to catch on. We need doomsday prophecies. Well, there's plenty out there. I mean, you can see a lot of the so-called predictions of Nostradamus and Sister Faustus and all these people. You can find anything you want. Yeah, I'm look too much like a kid with this. I feel like a Q-tip, but I like it because it's an easy day to manage. So, now a new Kraken variant. A whole new song in New York. What do you mean? Because of screaming for government help, or New York's going to be hit big with the layoffs of the finance sector. The Goldmans, there's tons of people being booted out of organizations in Wall Street right now. It's going to put a lot of downward pressure on the New York is so heavily dependent on the finance industry. That's really the backbone of all of New York City. Wall Street. Ooh, 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 ooh. Spunky personality. All right, let's get moving. We got to do some cooking here. Look at this miserable weather. Yeah, road rage, prepping mines. Yeah, that's good. I just worry about the power of the internet to mobilize people. And I can see a day when the government declares, starts taking control of the internet and starts shutting. I can easily see that day coming when they decide it's in the national interest to, and it's so easy now. You only have 5 companies that control, 98%. 5 companies pull the switch and that's it, right? It's not like the old days, a very decentralized switching stations for telephones and all that. So, it'll happen. Absolutely, it'll happen. No doubt in my mind. It'll be taking away the ability of people to communicate. And that will really be the dark ages of the economy and stuff. The economy will just absolutely, positively implode. I wonder what Knight's Bridge looks like right now, or Knight's Ferry. I wonder what that looks like. There's the can. I know, Robin, it's so, but Joe tells me, Joey D says it'll be over soon. See, that light just doesn't perform well in the rain. Look at this. Ugh. No light at all. Really? Do we have a power out? Did we trip a breaker? Now we decide to go on. Everything is super green right now. But I'm happy Joe said it's not going to last that long. That spider's long gone. We theorized that a bird took it out. Hey, Moonchild, it must have looked very delicious. That baby was just hanging like a nice fat little hors d'oeuvre. Right there. Focus. Thank you. Oh. The hell. Oh. I forgot to turn off the fireplace. How nice and cozy. Right. Luckily, it's not on the heat mode. Pop that off. They're expecting 4% interest. Yeah, we'll see, Bliss. I think the call for money is going to be tremendous. The need for money is going to be unprecedented cash, and you're going to have. It's hard for people to imagine in a world where there's so many dollars around, but you're going to be in an era where dollars are in very short supply. All right, cash will be king. All right. I'm not sure about bank runs because we haven't tested the full faith and credit. You know, the FDIC will have people immobilized, basically. Let's make sure we don't have any. We got a load of water there. Here, just got one area here that kind of sags a little bit. All right, I think we're in good shape. Easy Street. Yeah, 6-month T-bill. Can you imagine that? You talk about competition for hot money. Right there. Oh, free of state and local tax. A lot of people want that. I don't know. I haven't seen there's the cats. That looks like Trotsky over there by the door. Yeah, you should be into that. That's great. That's exactly the way it should be. I'm just saying, you think about how easy it is to control the internet now. How much more rain did we get? All right, let's ring the bell. Cover your ears. Love it. Learn to love it. Let's get some light on. Oh, it got a little bit chilly. Hey, Blackbird. Ooh. The river's up, Rosie, but it's not that bad. Okay. Oh, lasagna and asparagus. Okay, well, I'm going to... nice and dry over here. The angel of glorious flight. Watching over Kitchen Stadium. Let me use the bathroom real quick. Wash my hands. We'll be underway. That's a fresh one.
backwards and inside down. Are you happy now? Hold on.
A nice salmon caught by the boss. I think we're gonna have salad. Do ba ba doo ba doo boo. All right. Oh, ooh, it's chilly tonight. Ooh, there's definitely a breeze out tonight. Oh, there's the moon out tonight. No, there's not. No stinking moon tonight. Who uses ricotta and who uses cottage? I use cottage cheese since America's Test Kitchen determined that it yielded a superior product and people couldn't really tell. I find ricotta tends to be too grainy, but that's just me. Your mileage may vary. Blackbird, did you eat?
No, not yet.
Yeah, I'm cooking salmon tonight.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah, so I need the metal plate.
Oh, okay.
All right, so not right now, but when you get a chance. I have to bribe now. I'm hoping when it gets sunny, you're gonna clean that place out. All right. Let's see. Just bear with me. Hi, Amelia. How you doing, sweethearts? New Zealand business confidence slumps to the worst since the 1970s. Oh, look at that. Just on. Remember what I was telling you about money? Global bond sales surged to record start of the year, $500 billion of additional debt. Yep. Ooh, 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 ooh. And we got Elon. Elon's going to skip his debt payment. Owes $300 million on his loans next week. Yay! What a great buy. Ask Elon if he had to do it all over again. Would he? Cottage cheese works better for me, yeah. Let me get this on. Yeah, so clean, a clean plate is a good plate. Ooh, 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 ooh. Knuckle, I haven't seen cottage cheese. I've always, for 10 years, as soon as I saw Christopher, what's his name, in the America's Test Kitchen, and they ran through ricotta for cottage cheese. Yeah, I like cottage cheese. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm trying to get the side chat on here. There we go. You want to be a Lyft driver? Yeah, it really performs well, Jody. I'm shocked how well it performs. Okay, there we go. No, one of the cats was around. I don't know. I don't know. Chris, yes. I wonder why they canned his ASMR. What happened to him? Don't tell me it was like a Jeff Smith, right? Oh no, my auto insurance went up 50%. Why? Because of the cost of repairing these expensive cars these days, would be my guess. Oh, he has his own show now. Okay, I didn't know. Well, MR, you're right on top of it. Right on top of it. I don't know it, Elon. It's like he's got a tiger by the tail. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, they're selling off the you can bid on it. It's coffee machines and Keurig and the kitchen equipment and all the shit that they're pulling out of the office. Yeah, Sheila, that's 25% of the national debt came during the Trump administration, and we're adding to it very rapidly here. Everything's expensive as hell. I'm gonna need to put my jacket on. That ain't no lie, guys. It's cold. Hello, Trotsky. How are you? Trotsky, where's Baby Tiger tonight? Huh? Are you traveling solo without your buddy tonight? It's like a rare. Where's your buddy hide? Where's your buddy hide now? He's always hungry. Be a little warmer with this on and take call around often or take advantage of the loyal. Not a great host. He was so straight-faced, no emotion. James. I guess he was. Hey, how you doing, June? How are you? For back motivate, use those. Molly Wop, what the hell? He'll be motivated for salmon tonight. No plate, no salmon. Right. Oh, that's right, Alan. That's right. When I go to cook up this salmon, they're going to be going out of their minds tonight. Right? Wow, I didn't even think about that. I want to do it on the grill. Select Quote, and they do all the comparisons. I'm not sure, see, Amelia, Select Quote will only bring in the companies that they have an affiliate relationship with. Santa's Village in Finland is magical. Wish I can go. Have you been to Finland before, Naomi, or what happened to Baby Socks? Baby Socks just is looking skinny. I don't know. Baby Socks hasn't come around too much. But late last night, I saw Mama Cat came cruising in, looking for food. Oh, where the hell did the wind is kicking up too, which is miserable. I don't know what the hell happened. Oh, wait till they smell that salmon. I can't wait. They'll tear me to pieces here. I haven't even been to beautiful Norway. Well, why don't you do this, honey? Why don't you take a trip down to Kingsburg, and you'll be like in little Sweden. And then you can take a trip down to Solvang, and you can be in Denmark, little Denmark. There you go. The hell's going on? I don't know where the other cats are. So you got Denmark and you got Sweden covered off right there. And then if you come to Santa Rosa, you have the Sons of Norway fraternal group here. God knows what they do. Get drunk, throw axes. Yeah, Solvang is definitely fun. It's a wonderful place to go. Check out my video. My whole Pacific Coast Highway adventure was wonderful. And Solvang was so beautiful. And Santa Ynez, wonderful. So June, how'd the laundry turn out? Laundry day. Learn to salute if you move to Europe, huh? I don't know. Winter storm, we need to reduce the surplus population. This is the imperative today. Do 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 do. Oh. We drove to Neverland Ranch, or what's left of it. Yeah, what's left of it. Yeah, isn't that being turned into a development, Molly? Somebody else bought that. Fed the family homemade chicken, mac and cheese, and collard greens. Let me tell you, Jersey Twister, you got it going on, babe. You got it going on. Get them all loaded, high calorie. Get them feeling good in the hood. Easy streets, easy streets, that's where I want to go. Maybe we fix the game with something shady. Do 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 do. Is that no, I don't know where in the hell. I don't know where in the hell Baby Tiger is tonight. Alright, let's see. Let's get this grill going. See how we're going to do this. First we'll pull it out of the rain. Let's move out condom trash can. Maybe undercover for a minute. I don't think we're going to need a baking stone. Move them ever loving feet to easy street. Let's scrape this off a little bit here. We've got a little bit of umgawa on there. We need to deal with that. I'm going to just scrape this for a second, guys. Very good, sir. Sit down on the table up there. Nice. Look at that salmon. Boss caught that.
Oh, really?
How's that for a nice big piece? One for you and one for me.
Oh.
Bird's like, yum, yum.
Yes. You know, do you guys have salmon in these rivers?
Yeah.
And like up north, there's so much salmon.
Yeah, there's so much salmon. I was in
Klamath, even
I
the
was
Mad
in the
River.
Central Valley. There were salmon swimming up the Stanislaus River. I mean,
The
big
eel,
ass river.
I'm not sure, but
I
Mad
know you-
River,
I know you like salmon.
I do. It's a main staple around here in the north. Not the North Bay, but like further north. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's up in all the rivers. Humboldt and Nye River up in Fort Bragg that goes in.
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
that
So I'm sure it's
Russian
down here
River.
too. Russian
Yeah.
and Mendocino.
Yeah, that's
Napa.
why they have Salmon Creek, which is by Bodega
Oh,
Bay.
wow.
And all that. What did Charla give you?
I don't know. She said it's coming. I got something from.
I gave you the big box.
Yeah, but that says Charles. It's not Charlotte.
That's from Charlotte.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Oh.
So make sure that she knows you got it. So
Oh.
yeah, that's definitely from Charlotte. Ooh, that wind is like too much tonight. Woo! So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay out. We got two really nice pieces of. Oh, get the hell off here. We got two really nice pieces of salmon here. Yes, I'm going to help myself to the bigger one. And we're going to hit that with some maple syrup, and then we're going to put some brown sugar on top of it, okay? So I'm going to wash my hands real well. I'm going to start the grill first, and move that out of the... Ooh, you can forget about the igniters working too. There's no way that the igniters are going to work. Good night, Bonnie. There's no way the igniter is going to work on the barbecue grill over there. Wonder if we went through all the fuel. Man, that took a lot to get that going tonight. Woo! Couldn't believe how hard that was to get that thing going. I mean, are you kidding me? I'm going to move that out from under here. Oh, I couldn't believe that. Are you kidding me? We got to keep the cats off of the table. Woo! See, the little piezo starter's not working, the little electric thing. Okay, we're going to use, Joey D sent up some organic Vermont maple syrup. And we've got some brown sugar here. Okay. We're going to get our scissors and open this baby up. Wind is terrible tonight. Wait till the cats get a hold of that. You okay? I gave it to music like I was doing for the... Sometimes you can feel it. It's okay. Hopefully, one piece. Two. I don't see any cats in sight, so this could be a good thing tonight. This could be a good thing tonight. Alright. So we're going to pour a little bit of maple syrup over top, and we're going to hit it with some brown sugar on that. And I do hope that this will actually caramelize a bit on here too, which will be wonderful. Because these days, I'm like all about being a gourmet chef. Alright, that looks wonderful. Man, this Rubbermaid brilliance, guys, this stuff is unbelievable. I would so get that. Oh, salmon with the LA. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go pop this on the grill. That's gonna be the whole dinner tonight. That's going to cook up pretty fast. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's going to cook up pretty quickly. So let me go put this stuff away. That's going to be some kind of tasty, that deal. That is going to be super dank. It is, Jody. Thank you, sweetie. You sent some of it. Maple salmon with a little bit of brown sugar. And we're going to throw a little pepper on in a couple minutes, too. That was really nice of the boss and Janet to share their catch. A little bit of pepper on there. That baby's already firing away. All right. Firing away. Watch these days, the marinade. All I did was just pour a little bit of maple syrup. The good stuff. Joey D gave me the good stuff. This stuff, and then I use this as a bonding agent, and then I put the brown sugar on the top, and I just gave a sprinkle of pepper on it. This is not going to need long to cook out. This is going to be a very quick dish tonight. I don't even feel like fiddling with... Oh, it's on its way, JR. I don't feel like fiddling even with the salad tonight. Now, the beautiful thing about being on the grill is it immediately separated from the outer skin, but I kept it on top of the skin to cook. It gives a protective layer against burning and everything. Yeah, we're doing a hack job, Ronnie. You know, that's our specialty here is ye old hack job, right? Where in the hell did the can go? There it is. Great hobo meals you can make on the grill and tin foil. Hobotron, send me some of them. We'll put them in the hack job cooking. I know you can take foil. We used to do exhaust manifold cooking too. Drive and cook your meal on the exhaust manifold till all the juices ran down on smelled like shit for the next month. Listen to that rain. But the good news, it's kept the cats at bay tonight. Hey Wicked, how are you? Hey Blackbird, were all the cats here or just
Yeah, they're good.
Okay. Yeah, the rain is back. So's the cold, but this should be about the end of the line. Oh, this should be it. This should be it. Hopefully. So that thing is actually sliding around on the skin there. Do 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 do. Oh, that's getting a nice. See that skin underneath of them? That's just riding right on top of the skin. That's going to be unbelievably tasty. Riding right on top of the skin. Bliss, what do you think? Bliss gives it the old thumbs up.
What kind of rain?
No, it's supposed to be over. Joey D said it's going to be over by like 10 or 11, something like that. Yeah, well, Joe did it up. But there it is, firing away on the grill. Should be good. What's on? Why is this thing like this? What's going on? Had some joy juice on the lens or something. I'm so tired of the rain. I was out here taking the carburetor off and the rain started. Some soy sauce on scallops too. Yeah, just the scallops are so damn expensive. We're making maple syrup and brown sugar crusted salmon tonight. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's what's for dinner. Yeah, around here seafood is so damn expensive. We send our good seafood to Asia and they send their stuff from Indonesia and more people are tapping their own. It's good for your heart. Okay, Joe. Well, it was nice, but the fresh wild caught Pacific King salmon is expensive as can be.
What's the word for Marshall? Yeah.
Down a little bit. About 5 more minutes will be good to go. Doesn't take long to cook salmon. Ooh, I'm not a big, yeah, you can buy crab off the boats now, yeah. Ooh. We're waiting for the second edition of NYT. What is that, the New York Times? Oh.
We're going to wax on my coffee. Got a new necklace.
Weather on my show is going to be sunny from Friday to next Tuesday. Isn't it going to be amazing? Isn't that going to be beautiful? My spirits will be soaring. I wonder if you can, but salmon off boats, yeah. That salmon's coming along real good on the grill. Really good. Hey Lisa B! I'm listening while I write my discussion for a class. The rain sounds so loud. I like listening. How you doing, Lisa B?
Rosie, people said that you're not going to Vegas.
Yeah, I'm not.
How am I going to bet on the 49ers?
Yeah, I just changed my mind. I just didn't feel it.
We could make a lot of money if they win.
Yeah.
Not really a lot.
I'm gonna be overnight at the Boston Giants.
We want that on 49ers, or not 49ers fan, but I am when it comes to the new quarterback. I'm drinking my little heart away. That's so good.
Who knows? Enjoy that whenever you want.
Oh, thank you.
How's that look?
That looks wonderful. Yum, yum.
Just one beautiful piece of salmon there. One beautiful
We
piece.
miss cooking. We don't cook anymore.
You don't?
I don't.
I mean, look at me. I'm cooking every night.
I don't know if I think I'm a little high maintenance, but something's going on. Clean up that cook off.
Oh, this is going to be delicious. I'm going to do a quick video. Sure it looks pretty on the plate.
So the rain finally came back.
Yeah, it's supposed to be over in an hour or so.
How nice. Real quick. The rain. Now look, you missed the rain.
Yeah, we're starting to rebuild the power generator, and the rain came back this afternoon. All right. There it is. I'm gonna do a quick little video and commence to eating. I think I got everything I need. Here we go. Gonna be delicious. Hey everybody, here's what's for dinner in Rancho Kitchen Stadium tonight. Pacific wild caught salmon with maple syrup and a brown sugar glaze. Please follow. Yum, yum. Here's what's for dinner tonight in Rancho Kitchen Stadium. We have maple syrup and brown sugar glazed salmon. Why is this thing jumping around? Welcome everybody. Here's what's for dinner tonight in Rancho Kitchen Stadium. Please give a follow. maple syrup and brown sugar crusted wild caught Pacific salmon. Alright, that's good. That's going to have to do. Because I'm hungry as hell. And here we go. Cheers, Waka! Here we go. Got a little pin. Gotta be careful. Got a little pin bone. But that is absolutely out of this world. Out of this world. Wild caught Pacific king salmon. I'm just going to throw a little bit of salt on it. Ooh, that maple syrup. That maple syrup and brown sugar notes. Ooh. Absolutely delicious. Thank you, Hobotron. Gotta just be careful, little pin bones. This is wild caught. So there's a limit to how much Janet's gonna do when she goes to prep it. It's so good. And the boss caught it. Lisa V, check that out. The juices are flowing. Thank you, Barry. Yeah, white rice. The boss caught it off of the Golden Gate. I've seen your video really where your top is about to come apart at the seams. What does that mean? That black one? Ooh, inspire me. Looks, it's good. Put a little maple syrup on, the real stuff. Put some brown sugar on and put it under the broiler. Oh, that's so flaky and tender. I'm just being very careful of little pin bones. So doggone good. You don't want to overcook it. Yeah, farm salmon from Norway is like a disaster, right? Onion, butter, and lemon, that would be good. I just think you get this on served on a plank with the maple syrups. Yeah, don't overcook stuff, Lisa. With maple syrup, if you put it in a broiler like 8 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes, it's done. You got to check it after 5 minutes. Ah, delicious. Delicious. Blackbird, be careful if there's any... Be careful of, just be careful of, there might be a few tiny bones in it, so be careful.
Okay. Oh, we could do a wax.
You like salmon, huh? Oh, when I'm wearing the blonde wig, oh, you mean like bursting out of my top? McCormick's Lemon Deal. Yeah, farm fish is like if you're getting it from overseas, the press is running, so I got to head out. Okay, Michelle, take care. It's raining, rain dancer. Yep. That's all it ever does here is rain. Woke up, the sun was out, and then just it got worse through the day. Farm fish does not have any texture or taste. Same way I feel about farmed shrimp. Wearing shorts and a t-shirt, not rather frost warning. Oh, well. It was cold. It was definitely frost on the rooftops. There will be over the next week or so. With the rain's heading out. 3.6 mile walk today at Point Pinole. Nice. Delicious. Delicious. It's like a whole meal, and because I kept it on the skin, it didn't burn at all. Yum, yum. Delicious. That's all it ever does here is rain. Stop teasing. Yeah, a little bit of black pepper is good too. Because of the rain, I'm in luck tonight, so the cats are like off wherever the hell they're gone. Kathleen's gonna be a granny again. Yeah, I was just down in Mill Valley yesterday. Gotta be careful of the bones. Little pin bones. Don't need any $5,000 ER visit. Salmon's tasting great. Ward, how you doing? Megan, why don't you come up to the rancho? Delicious. Put you in Rancho Kitchen Stadium. Oh, that's good. That really just turned out beautifully. And I'm not really a big fish person. You say the word and I'm there. So Friday night we have to make a lemon pie to take down. Janet was excited. She was like, yum, yum. So we got to do that Friday night. I know that's all we've been baking. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, Mill Valley's a beautiful place. Clean Plate Club. Oh man, I am such a slob. Luckily that salmon was low calorie. And yeah, I'll be sleeping on the couch. Because I ate, between last night and today, I ate every damn one of those muffins. Every one of them. So salmon is super low calorie. So that's it tonight. That is it. Yeah, thumbs up appreciated if you're watching tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, you dare not disappoint. Sweet chili. Add my old lemon pound cake. Oh, you'd love my lemon cake. Me and my sweet tooth as well. They kept staring up at me and I was like, there's 6 of them and one last night. By 3 o'clock they were gone. They were gone. Yeah, well, I don't usually do that too often, but I had one last night, and it was like, oh, what the hell, you know? And they can excuse, well, it's okay for me to keep eating them. Yeah, I don't usually do that. I'm usually very controlled, but the dinner was so piss poor yesterday that I was hungry, so I didn't feel bad about having one. And I had 2 for breakfast, and then I had 1 for 11, yeah, keto light, and then I had like a 1 o'clock, and 3 o'clock it was game over. But with the salmon tonight, it's a relatively low calorie deal. Very low calorie fish. I guess Bird headed to the store. Beer run or something, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I will, Craig. I've never really been a salmon person, but I enjoy it when it's on the grill. It's a very luscious fish if you don't overcook it. Very nice. Flaky. Has really good oils in it. So it's supposed to be the bomb. The bomb! Juan, hello, more rain, I know. We never had salmon growing up. We had codfish cakes on Friday nights. I never had salmon till I was probably 35 years old. You know, I'm gonna cap it with, I'm gonna make a quick cup of coffee here. Yeah, I don't really miss the drinking. Makes it nicer on the weekend. Sounds of one is outstanding. Would never eat anything else. Delicable. Delicious. Delicious. Put stuff inside. When you get accomplished at baking, it's very easy to just suddenly decide, because you don't really need a recipe, you understand the way the ingredients should function, that you can just whip something up, whether it's waffles or muffins, pancakes, anything like that. Boom. And I didn't want to mess around with butter last night, so I just poured a little bit of oil in, and that worked beautifully. Worked beautifully. God, if you fillet it and cut it. Well, this was in a can. I don't know. We didn't have a lot of money, Craig, so it was like just canned codfish. And I don't think I could ever eat it again in my life. Now I liked rock cod. Did I catch it off the coast? That's delicious. Nice coffee, salmon with French fries. Yeah, I gotta be careful over here. Kind of collect a little bit. Basically, we're okay. This is just the point in kind of collecting. Salmon with French fries and with anything. Lucky I'm not a big French fry person. I think maybe I have French fries maybe 10 days a year. I don't know. Let me see the way this video is. Yeah, I get tired of the rain. Listen to that rain. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. Let's look at the weather forecast real quick here. Let's see, Santa Rosa, St. Rose of Lima, coastal flood advisory. King tides will cause coastal flooding for low-lying areas through Sunday afternoon. The highest astronomical tides of the year are coming. So by 10 o'clock this should be over. And then look at that. Woo! Look at that. Bye-bye rainy season. Bye-bye rainy season. It's going to be cold at night. But it's going to be touching the upper 50s, low 60s. And it's the, yeah, baby. Smashing! Smashing! Yeah, you had to get some salt and some chips, Lisa. I like malt vinegar on, I enjoy that. Come on, man. Gonna get its last licks in on us. Gonna get its last big show. Yeah, man. I'm really excited for the sun. That means we can get out and do stuff. Lipton Stadium still be standing. Give it your best shot. Go ahead. Give it your best shot. Really, birds? You're gonna get sick, buddy. So sick of this fucking rain. Ah! Gee. Holy hell. No, let's put the oldest computer outside. It's fine. It's fine. Son of a bitch. Oh, man. Like, really? Shit. Wow. Wow-wee. Son of a... I hope that's the last hurrah. Oh. Man. Seriously, bro. What the hell? I'm going down with the stadium, Shemay. Wow. Could you believe that deluge? We're so high, he's dancing in the rain. You're going to get sick, bird. Crappy ass weather. So sick of it. Oh. Amazon discontinues charity donation program. Wow. The rancho won't give up. Yeah, it's miserable tonight. No, the Shine Shack is all brand new and insulated, weatherproof. No chance that baby takes on water. No chance. Yeah, it's 54 degrees. It just feels, it just kind of cuts you like a knife a little bit, right? Oh, this rain, man. Come on. I don't even want to look at the radar. Here we go again. I'm going to have to man the trenches. Man the trenches. Hey Queen, let's see, YouTube finally fixed the Chop Chat live chat. I couldn't go off. I don't know. I'm just so sick of this rain. The good news tonight, the cats didn't bug me. But you better believe they'll be here every night. Once the weather turns, whew, feet are wet and cold from dicking around with this water. Ooh. It's a rainy night for embracing your pillow there, June. It's a beautiful night. If you got them, embrace them. If you got them, light them up. If you got them, smoke them. If you got them, smoke them. Yeah, the early pick Bills, San Francisco. Hello, Joey from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Welcome to you. Lovely Winnipeg. Megan, thank you, sweetie. Take care. Thank you, honey. Your thumbs up are definitely appreciated. Thank you. Oh no, the cats are here. Looks like Trotsky running around out there. I'm loaded with Canadians. Yeah, my feet. Hey, Optimist, I'm doing okay. Just looking forward to the damn rain ending. Had it. Not much holding this baby up anymore. A wing and a prayer. This thing is taking such a beating. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The beating that this thing has taken. Now it's trying to snow. Wow. Yeah, I don't know how much more summertime we'll probably get rid of this thing. But, once the rainy season's over, it's over. I just frankly don't know how much more I can hold this baby together. Freezing rain. Well, that sucks. That totally sucks. A little freshet has blown up here. A little freshet. what we call a freshet. Man, it's getting colder too. January should be 30 below. Sounds like a song. Well, it's 40 below and I don't got a heater in my truck and I'm off to the rodeo. Come on, you big dummy. You piss me off. They didn't jerk. Get on my nerves. More Bob D, can you believe it? I'm sitting out in the rain again. My feet are soaking wet. The only thing that's keeping me going is the knowledge that sunny, 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 sunny. Every day. I don't see rain in the forecast, and there's a chance that could wrap up the rainy season. There's a chance. A chance that could be. So I know Friday night we're going to be baking. Saturday night, the Boston Janet going to be going live from down there. It'll be good. Yeah, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. Yeah, I need some Wellington. Some Wellington. You want me to buy it, man? Yeah, Amanda's got the Manilow t-shirt. She got the Manilow concert tomorrow. Look, I know you're going to have a good time. And you know, yeah, thank you, Lisa. You know, I can smile when you smile. Ooh, yeah, I need more. Ronnie, I just, you know, my boots are just for, I don't know, hunting boots are not really made for wet weather. Bird has boots that are made for the rain now. They didn't. Blackbird, how are the boots doing?
Huh?
How are your boots doing?
Well, this one's got a small pinhole in it, and I'm not going to return it. I'm just going to like try to digger rig it, so to speak, and put some cogs, whatever it takes to fix it. And I'm going to buy a better pair of boots. I'm going to buy rain boots, like real ones. Right?
Well, what you need to do...
This is good for the snow. Whenever it's not water, whatever. We'll go buy some Red Wings or something, whatever it takes.
I'm just really surprised at the price of them and all that.
Yes, but we already got miracles because the first time
yeah, I know you
I
had to
fucked the
split.
boots up.
Yeah.
I fucked them up. So we're not going to go there. We'll fix these somehow. But it's just a slight pinhole.
Yeah, I'm wondering how you could have gotten a pinhole.
I'm not sure. You know, the job site, there's all kinds of shit all over.
Yeah, I know. But wow,
Right.
they shouldn't be...
The first day, we thought it would be a
holes.
nail. We got 100 nails.
Shouldn't be holes.
Right.
Made for Wisconsin waiters. Yeah, thank you, Alan. Good night. Good
But
night
I like
to
them.
you.
They're good boots and they're good to me. Or they were nice to me, so.
Alaska's both the eastern and western.
Most people will return, but I'm not going to.
I'm so sick of rain. I'm ready for 10 days of great weather. Good night, Barry. Good night. Los Angeles is more east than Reno. Yes, because we dip in down there, right? Chicken enchiladas, Sonny Boy had beef enchiladas.
Oh, look, you got big old fonts on your thing.
Yeah, don't you know how to do that on yours?
Well, I have a dinosaur. But when I text people, I put dinosaur. It looked like that.
Oh, okay.
But the other ones are small ones, like you can barely see them.
Yeah, I need this to be bigger size, so with
Oh, I need that too. Like, I need one of those big keyboards when I get drunk.
yeah, well, this
Or
is
phones,
this
like
is,
this big.
yeah,
so I
this
can see
is
the
a
numbers.
wire. Yeah, this is a wireless keyboard, which makes it really nice. This is the oldest computer, but if this blows up out here, I don't really care. So I think it'll hold up okay. I think it looks sunny for every day, Bird.
Oh, you need a floppy disk drive on that thing.
No, it's a 3.5-inch little mini disc.
Okay, mini disk.
Yeah, like they have the 3.5-inch. It's not the 5-inch floppy disk.
I want a new Trixie. And I want Photoshop on it.
This just takes a DVD writer.
Oh, that's beautiful. A lot of computers, they don't come with that. You gotta buy it separate.
Yeah, that's built in. Could I ever be a vegan? I don't think so, Joni. I don't think I could enjoy the vegetarian vegan lifestyle. Vegan is no dairy, and that really pushes the limits, and no cheese, no nothing. Good night, Barry. So I don't really think so. I don't really think so. Ronnie says the cows were treated pretty nice here. They're probably all. Yeah, I think people in Wisconsin are.
Rosie's gonna do a stream at Cattleman, right? He goes, yeah, all you vegans eat your heart out, right?
So I wasn't going to torture them.
Like what? What?
So yeah, so Amanda's going to the Barry Manilow concert tomorrow.
Oh, we
So
love
you
him.
can't do
I'm old,
it.
right? We used to listen to him.
Oh, I saw him and Sheena Eastwood in 2000
Oh my
at
God, I love
the.
pop music. He's great.
I saw he and Sheena Easton in concert at the Hilton in Vegas in 2020.
Oh wow.
No, back in
Look, he's still on
2000.
tour. He's still.
Yes,
Wow,
he's
that's
still
amazing.
on. He's still on tour.
That's fucking great.
He's still on tour.
He's a ladies' man. All the girls love him, right?
I don't know. I think the ladies love Robert Palmer. You're gonna have to face it. You're addicted to love.
I think it might be like a one-hit wonder, but he kind of like a prodigy. He had a roots rock thing, like he grew up with rock stars or something.
Who, Barry?
No, the other guy.
Oh, Robert Palmer?
Yes.
Yeah. I was gonna say Barry Manilow cut his teeth writing McDonald's jingles for commercials.
See, so he's done a lot of stuff.
You deserve a break today, so get up and get away to McDonald's. That was his jingle.
You know why I love him so much? Because when I was young, right, I got like de-virginized. That might be a touchy subject, right? Well, my girlfriend.
Yeah, remember this is family.
Yes.
Yes.
Her name was Mandy or Amanda or something. So, oh Mandy, something, right?
Bird's like, I got something for you.
And my girlfriend song. You know how you have a girlfriend or something? You have a song or some shit.
Yep.
Yeah. That was my de-virginization
Yeah, California
song.
Raisins. Yeah, that was
Very man of love. Believe it or not, I'm old, but who cares?
Well, I am too. I'm older than you are. I saw the
Oh,
concert
shit.
with Sheena Easton for Your Eyes Only at the Hilton in Vegas in 2000. So, how about that?
Shit, we need to go hunt down my girlfriend in high school. Cheers.
I don't even know what
So nice
Sheena
to meet you, so
Easton.
pretty.
I don't even know what Sheena Easton's doing these days. I have no idea. She did the James Bond for Your Eyes Only.
Yeah, and she also did some things with some natives down south. Or she
Well,
was
that's
supposed
cool.
to do like some concert or something, but she was working with some natives down south.
Probably she didn't run around the Hollywood Bowl.
Was it
when she was
Sheila
in
E?
town.
She didn't. What was
Bird
her
running
face?
around the Hollywood Bowl. You'll never catch me.
We miss those days, right? Because
He's
now
like,
I'm old. I'd
he's
rather
like,
buy my
they
tickets.
got better at catching it.
But if I get desperate, fuck that, we'll sneak in, right? I know how to. I don't have to buy tickets.
I think meat and vegetables, people were made to eat meat and vegetables, so that's the way I see it. Meat, vegetables, fruits.
You need your 5 food groups. Or some shit.
Yeah, I just don't think you can do without,
We could do Fruitopian.
well, it's like Diane. I don't know how much that contributes to health to be a vegetarian, but she does it on ethical grounds of the treatment of animals.
Yeah, but look at. Yeah, that's great. That's a wonderful.
Yeah, it's
law.
not because of health.
Yes.
So,
But that impossible stuff might have more salt or soy or
it uses
chemical,
a lot.
whatever
this
it
is
is.
what I told her.
It's
Like when I cook up the
and it's
impossible,
concentrated.
when I cook up the impossible breakfast sausage and you squeeze it, you'd be shocked how much oil
It's
comes
different.
out of it.
Yeah, it's a man-made.
like
It's
tofu.
not natural.
I like tofu, but if it's firm, only if it's firm.
So
Tofu.
you have to sacrifice to get whatever bit. But what does the sacrifice entitle?
Bird, you and I are going to be happy the next 10 days. There's not a drop of rain in the.
Oh, really? That sounds
it's
wonderful.
Clear skies every single day.
Well, we're going to need
60
30
degrees.
days for my job site to dry out because the ground is weird. It was saturated. It'd take a month to get unsaturated. Okay.
I think Bird will be
We gotta wait
slopping
till
in the.
summer.
Bird, you'll still be swimming in the mud over there, right?
The one guy at the last one, right? Because the sun doesn't hit their backyard or whatever. However, the layout is.
Yeah.
He goes, "There's a water leak or something." We're like,
No,
"No,
that's-
there's no water. It's gonna be like that for a minute, so you better get used to it." And he was all like, "What?"
Bird's got to teach the day laborers the reality.
There was a homeowner.
Oh, there was the homeowner.
Yes.
Oh,
He's
wow.
like, "We gotta walk." No, there's no sun in your backyard.
I don't know what centuries
gonna
from
be
Fallout Boy
oversaturated
Optimist.
for
Why
a
don't you
month.
sing it?
Yes, unless you get some drainage or figure
Yeah,
it
I
out.
mean, figure it out. You're gonna have to put a French drain in or something. Ice
He's
fishing
all
is
like,
better.
no, that's Mother Nature.
I don't know. My favorite fun fishing was ocean fishing, but it got too expensive.
Rosie, let's go snowboarding. Let's go skiing. Let's
No,
go to the
I
mountain
think-
with lots of snow.
No, I think next weekend we're gonna head up to Humboldt.
That's so much. I don't have no money. I have to pay for the gas. I have to get a room. I have to
well, and you gotta
hook
pay.
Miss
You
Jenna
gotta,
up.
yeah, you got February rent. And
Yes.
I guess we'll have to stick it for a while.
I have some money. The only thing is I lost my Cash App card. And I have to get another one. So I have to call and go,
Yeah, but-
hey, help me.
That's your Wells Fargo card.
Well, we just ignore it because it's like money in the bank or whatever. But yeah.
Bird, you lose more shit.
I love Miss Jenna. I want to go see Buddy.
The hell with
And
Buddy.
then
I
want
want
to
to
go
go.
through my store.
I want to see socks. I don't want to bring a ton more crap down, Bird. You really got to clean out that place. You got to promise me when it's sunny and stuff and dry, you got to take everything out and really clean that place.
Yes, I'm trying to do it. It's a new
No,
year.
not trying. I
I'm
want you to promise me. Yeah, I'm going to do it.
I know it's so
This
bad.
side looks good, but this side.
No,
looks
it
like-
doesn't look good at all. Because I'll tell you how good it not looks. Let's just say I went out and met a girl, right? I can never bring her over here.
I'm
Never,
girls
ever.
here anyway.
That's how
You go to
fucking
her
bad
place.
it is.
You go to her place.
Yeah.
Sheena Easton is touring with Taylor Dwayne.
Unless you're
Oh,
like-
wow.
Like to cook and clean and shit.
Taylor Dane.
Don't hate me, but we miss those days. You take it for advantage. Well, fuck. Now we'll spare you the drama. Okay?
At least the rain stopped. Shit.
But it would be nice.
Well, when it dries out and you get sunny days, then you can pull everything out and clean it all up. bathroom, everything. Give it a top to bottom. I don't want to bring more shit down from storage and all that crap. We're overloaded in there now.
No, everything will fit.
No, it's a fire hazard, Bird. There's too much stuff in there.
You know
I
what
mean,
I
the
need?
whole counter's full of stuff.
I need a dresser so I can put all my clothes in it, like a nice dresser.
I'm not trying to accumulate a whole shitload of stuff.
Well, I have clothes.
Hey
and my
Jennifer, I
tools,
had
and
salmon.
my records. And
Yeah, but there's all those
that's
dirty plates and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, my kitchen. I don't really have too much, but yeah, I got
You
some
got to
dirty
commit to
plates and
really
stuff.
cleaning that. You got to pull everything out and then mop it all out, bathroom, everything, then put everything back in again.
Yes, we're gonna have a GoFundMe, right? And we want a topless maid to help me,
Shit.
right?
Mary May topless edition.
Or okay, maybe she could just wear cowboy boots, nothing else. I don't. And I'm not that picky. It can be Russian. I don't care.
She doesn't even have to speak English, right?
Right? Oh shit. I'm just kidding.
The topless edition, yeah. The Mary Maid topless. Jennifer Sanchez, I had salmon tonight. Maple syrup and brown sugar crusted salmon was absolutely out of this world tonight. Absolutely out of this world. The deep flavor that the maple syrup and then the little finish with the brown sugar. Oh, it was delicious. Well, I didn't exactly describe what it was, Jennifer, but it was damn good. And it's low calorie, so that's good because I ate all 6 muffins in the last 24 hours. I'm okay. Bird's very cooperative, Bird dude. I've never had an issue. He'll clean it up. No, I think Charlotte and others, they'll get after him and tell him. Sheena Easton. For your eyes only. Do, 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 do. Boo, 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 boo. Well, it's it's made for hard duty. That was a distilling building, and it was built for spills. I've had mash on the floor an inch deep. I mean, it's kind of built to be rugged in there. But I don't want to keep accumulating and accumulating and accumulating and accumulating. I've been doing a big job on the inside, getting that cleaned up real good. For your eyes only. It's gonna have to all be cleaned out and taken out. I'm just glad we got the refrigerator defrosted. And we got LEDs in there now. LED lighting. Hobotron, thank you for what you sent. Hobotron sent me a oh, that's nice. Okay, Hobotron, thank you. I don't know if you're still here. No, he doesn't smoke inside of there. Ooh, there's some good looking meals. I'm excited. I want to try doing that. And thank you, Hobotron, for taking. I really appreciate you taking the time to send that to me. That's very thoughtful. I want to try some of those tinfoil meals. I think that would be really cool. We need a new twist on Kitchen Stadium, although the menu's been really varying lately. We've been doing a lot of, it's been really cool. We've been doing a lot of different stuff. The best thing that I had recently was this barbecue skillet chicken wings. Wings were just out of this world. Just out of this world. Delicious. Out of this world, delicious. We made those camping nights. They're fun. I think that'd be fun to do that. So, I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow night to dry my shoes out. Looks like the rain stopped a bit. Oh man, if this thing makes it through the summer, it ain't gonna make it through another winter. Unless I basically rebuild the whole thing. Oh, what a night. What a night to remember. I don't know, I might have can't do it this weekend, but I got some ideas cooking. Ooh. Yeah, the rain stopped. Hey Pauline, how you doing, honey? I think the blob is passed overhead. I mean, that's not the term that a meteorologist would use, that we have a blob coming in. Hey Brenda. My wife came home and I wanted to do something, spent $272 later. It was disgusting. Yeah, I never had a, yeah, it stopped raining, Joe. It's a very light, misty rain right now. But I think we can kiss goodbye for a while. The rain, and I've already finished eating. Yeah, Lindsay, it's kind of died now, the rain. So I'm excited. So I'm going to give you guys a good movie recommendation that's free on YouTube. It's a great movie starring Barbara Stanwyck. You may know her from The Big Valley. She was the head boss there, and she was in a 1937 movie called Stella Dallas. It's a real tearjerker. It's a beautifully. I'm surprised she never won an Academy Award for it. But it's available for free on YouTube, and they just had The Best Years of Our Lives is free too. So they're putting some amazing movies, if you don't mind a few ads now and then. I'm in Vegas, but not gambling, helping my dad move. Nice, Pauline. I don't really, I'm not much of a gambler. I'm not much of a gambler. Yeah, Stella Dallas is an amazing movie, and you can see it for free. How Barbara Stanwyck didn't win an Oscar for that, I will never, ever know. She goes from 18 years old to like 60 in the movie, and just amazing. Show you what lengths a mother will go to for her daughter to have a bright future and stuff. Great movie. Great movie. It's going to be the drive for the next week and beyond, so I'm going to be happy. Yeah, Barbara Stanwyck, an amazing actress. It's because she was pre-code and she got really in some pretty wild movies. I think that tarnished her for the Oscar consideration. So pre-code, she was in some vampy movies in the early 30s. So. And I think that kind of ruined her for potential Oscar consideration. So who in the hell knows? But the rain has stopped. That's the good news here. I've ordered the Falcon Crest was Jane Wyman on that.
Jane Wilder?
Jane Wyman, Ronald Reagan's first wife. Mrs. Ronald Reagan, the first. And
We're
then
thinking of the movie.
I ordered
First
a
Kiss.
new. I ordered a new carburetor.
Not sure
Two
we
movies
got-
flying. The first one I put in was my community tab. It's called The Best Years of Our Lives.
Something
And
on
the other
dial.
one is Stella, Stella, Stella Dallas, starring Barbara Stanwyck. It's available for free on you. I'm surprised the good quality movies that they're putting on there.
Rosie, you're talking about all these people I didn't know yet.
I know. I'm more of a classic movie buff bird, so I don't watch modern movies, so I watch all the old stuff. Yeah, it's a fantastic movie. The Best Years of Our Lives is incredible. It's the first movie that showed the horrible results of war. The guy with hooks his hands won an Oscar. He was a real Navy veteran that lost his hands in World War II and had to use hooks. And it's an incredible movie. It swept the Academy Awards. I mean, it was a blockbuster. Oh, P. Carver, the salmon just melted in my mouth. It was delicious in every aspect of it. Beautiful. Beautiful. And we're going to now officially kiss the rain goodbye for as far as the eye can see. Maybe the rainy season will be over, you never know. And then I'm going to be cutting grass like crazy around here. I have to put this place back together. I got fences to repair, and as soon as it's not real sloppy. I don't like that thing. I'm not sure what thing he's talking about. What's up, Carla? How are you? As usual, the boss is not descriptive at all. Lacking in nouns. Whatever the thing is. Yeah, Barbara Stanwyck of Thornbirds. So we'll just have to guess what it is. Have a good time tomorrow, Amanda. We'll have to guess what the thing is that is the current irritant. Do 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 do. We'll have no idea. Yeah, imitation of life is excellent too. Excelente. There's a lot of really, when they used to really have stories. He'll be generating a lot of solar the next 10 days. That's for damn sure. As far as the eye can see, sunny weather. I'm so happy. I think the thing the boss is referring to is Kitchen Stadium here. If I don't miss my guess. I used to be Vanilla Rain. Hey, Vanilla Rain. Why did you have to change your name? Ooh, the hell happened? Bum, ba, bum, ba, boo. Yeah, YouTube's putting the best years of their lives up there. They have it all up there. They have a channel, YouTube Movies, that has all that. I have a link in the community tab. Flan, that. Oh, it affected your business. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. I hope, just remind us a couple times, Carla, till we get used to it here. Oh, the black and white films was truly artistic. For me, Pauline, it was stories. You had to have a great story at that time. There wasn't all the computer-generated graphics and all. You really had to have a hell of a story. I don't know what he's referring to, Cheryl. We just have to play guessing games as usual. Right. I mean, I could care less. Oh, listen to that silence. Yeah, Flan, it's on YouTube channel too. It's on YouTube movies. Ooh. So you just, it doesn't really have that many ads. It's not as bad as some vlogs. It's every 5 minutes is freaking ads. Ads. Oh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, the boss's line has moved over time from marijuana. Now that's okay, and I really don't care what the opinion is. That's your opinion. Right. My place. That's it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Been living here for about 16 months. October of, yeah, Pauline, there weren't all the jump cuts of half a second flash of a scene here and people getting slasher movies and all that kind of crap over. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Neighbors taking you to Walmart. Yeah, I'm never lonesome. I do appreciate Bird being here. Gets the mail in when I'm gone and packages and keeps an eye on the place. It's a good thing. It's a very, 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 very good thing. And it generates a little bit of income, which is good, which I definitely need. So. Positively. Running costs are high, but I get a little bit back on it. Nice you oppress my thoughts yet merely a vague statement. Yeah, because you just come in, you leave people guessing, right, with your usual wordless method of describing things. People are left to wonder, is it the banner? Is it the kitchen stadium? Is it the pole? Right? Is it the jackets? Right? Right. So we're always left wondering. Vagueness should be your middle name. So on that sour note, I'm going to go ahead and close it out for the night. So to my great moderators, thank you for everything that you do. It is so appreciated. I don't know what the hell happened to this thing. Boo. That ain't going in. So thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And gonna get my feet dry. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for being the harbinger of great weather coming in. I'm excited. Good night to my moderators. Thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow.